Hey Huns, are you ready for a summer of greatness? This summer, Strongbow's partnering with us Hunsnet to bring you the best Pride season ever. We're hitting the road, sprinkling some Strongbow greatness in the only way we know how. London, Manchester, get ready for the ultimate Pride warm-up parties at the Strongbow Take a Bow brunches presented by Hunsnet and hitting your cities over Pride weekends. Oh yeah, and don't forget, Strongbow's back for Fabuloso in the Park at Brighton and Hove Pride for one massive party at the Strongbow Stage of Greatness. So get involved, tell your friends, tell everybody, and make Pride season the best season ever with Strongbow and Hunsnet. Over 18s only, please enjoy Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk. We're back for another episode of That's So Hun. It's Pride season. It's in full swing. We're having a fabulous time. And Electra, how's Pride season going for you so far?
Oh, it's lush. Pride season's so good. I wish Pride season was every month. Honestly, it's just a celebration, isn't it?
I love how you're so enthusiastic about it, but blatantly you just booked, blessed and busy, right? So
Yeah.
She's getting the coins, she's getting the coins, she's getting the coins.
I'm working my butt off. I've not slept in days, in months.
Tell me what's been going on for your Pride season. You've been booked, blessed and busy all around the towns and everything.
All around the towns, working very closely with brands, just living the dream and living the life.
Yeah.
And obviously
Getting the coins.
getting the coin. No, we've got a lot coming up as well, haven't we?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Brighton.
I cannot wait for Brighton.
Do you know what? And I'm so excited that we won't be getting to see Girls Aloud because we'll be working. But I got to see Girls Aloud recently and they were fabulous. If you went to see the Girls Aloud show at any of the recent tour, you would have loved it. And I had a great time. It was brilliant.
Yeah, did you want to get on the bikes that they were riding in the sky?
Yeah, I did actually. And then I got escorted out of the venue.
I can see you wearing one of those big red skirts, actually.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. I do it with my duvet, actually. Yeah. Anyway, we've got a fabulous guest on the podcast today.
We have.
We are so excited. A total Hun. Should we just get on with it then?
Let's crack on,
Let's
baby.
crack on. Please welcome to the podcast the fantastic Mae Muller.
Woo!
I'm so excited to be here. It's like a joke.
I know. Well, what I love about it, though, is that you have come fresh off the plane, off your holibobs.
Off my holibobs.
Off your holibobs. When did you get in?
I got in last night
Yeah.
at like midnight.
And we're recording
And
for...
now we're here, we're fresh. I mean, I did get a blow. I actually got a blow dry yesterday in Turkey, especially for this moment, because my hair was like full of like seawater and just like oil, and it was crazy. And I can't do my own hair because I'm just nothing like diva-ish, I wish, but I just am so bad at it. So I was like, let me get a blow dry.
I was going to say, I do love your hair. It's very like...
I mean, I'll keep this blow dry now for like a week.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
And it's all your hair, isn't it?
It is. It's just all mine.
Same.
We had to bring up hair, guys.
Oh,
Sitting
sorry.
right here. When I go to Turkey, because I go to Turkey quite often, because I love it. When I go there, I always get myself a new wallet every year, and so it's just a nice. And I mean, the thing is, I'm all about a genuine fake.
Absolutely.
You know, if you can get it, you know, I mean, if
it looks good, and I feel like half the people that we see with all this designer stuff, I'm like, you don't have, like, it's surely not, like, no. I feel like more people than we think.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
And I'm here for it.
Exactly. It's not as if we're going to go up to somebody's bag and start like fingering around it and be like, oh, what's going on in there? Is that actual, is that the correct stitching? I'm
fingering bags?
No, I'm talking about, like checking the quality of it, etc., etc.
Get the magnifying glass out.
Not the finger hut again.
No, we're not talking about that.
It's an American shop.
It's an American shop. This podcast we found out about Finger Hut. It was about 3 episodes ago with Marisha Wallace. So what I love about your Instagram as well is that you've been taking unimpressed pictures in fabulous locations. Tell us about that.
What, just like me looking miserable?
Yeah.
I do that quite well. It's quite funny because I feel like when I'm talking to people, I'm quite like, the second there's like a camera put in my face, I'm like,
dead moody.
I can't.
It's all in the pose.
Anytime anyone asks me to smile for the camera, I'm like, why would I do that?
Yeah. Do you feel like you've got like the posh spice, the ghost of posh?
Oh,
the ghost. No, she's still with us. It's not a ghost.
Breaking
God
news.
forbid.
The spirit of posh spice is inside.
I mean,
you.
I could only hope.
Only hope
For that, I don't know. For some reason, it's just my
You go to.
My go-to, I don't know. I just think
But
it
it
looks
sells.
better.
It sells. That unimpressed look that like people do. I love it.
But I just can't. Sorry to cut you. What I can't stand now though is, and I never used to get it before. I feel like the straights have like discovered my page somehow, and they're like, "Give us a smile." Like, why can't you smile a bit more? And I'm like, you don't get it.
You're not getting the irony of all of this.
You don't understand.
You
Like,
don't-
it's not for you.
Yeah. So
You
let's.
know?
The straights. Are the
I mean, I
haters.
am one, but
Yeah. An ally.
I used to be one.
So I know that you're a total hun because I've like followed you like for the past year, and I know that you get up to some really honey stuff. But would you consider yourself a bit of a hun?
I would, yeah. But I feel like I'm like, you have to like you know how you say with the fake bag, you have to like look, you have to sort of like
Scratch under the
because
surface.
on the surface it's like, oh, she's really well put together, like. But if you look a bit closer, I just think that's what like being a hun is. It's like it's quite glam, but it's quite rough around the edges. Like nails gone, pick them all off on holiday. Like if you look close to my feet, I've got like a plaster. It's just a bit like rough and ready. Like my clips are hanging out the side, but from far off, it's like looking all quite chic.
But then, right up close. So what I love about hun culture, and this is what I mean, my sort of version of it, it's that whole "what am I like" mentality. It's like, well,
I think I say that like literally 6 times a day. What am I like?
If you had to describe hun culture to somebody like who's just come down from space, how could you do it? Because it's quite tricky, don't you think?
Oh my gosh, okay. I literally tried to do this yesterday because I told my boyfriend what I was doing. And he's just, bless him, he's just not in this like world.
You have...
And I was like, I'm going on this podcast, like I'm really excited about it. And I said, I'm like, you know, we just kind of speak about like hun culture and like pop culture. He was like, what is hun culture? And I was like,
how do I start?
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really try and break this down for you, my love. I think it's obviously it's just like fun. It's camp. It's rough. Like I said, it's rough around the edges, and it's honestly, I feel like it's like the deep cuts of like almost like the reality TV and just like the deep cuts of life of like finding the comedy in something that like you would never normally see. I don't know.
You mentioned something there which I think is really, really good, is because I did this TikTok recently about what are these really specific moments from like iconic TV shows that everyone's kind of forgotten about, but it's such a massive part of your life. Now I have so many of these, like from so many silly things that have happened, like even milliseconds that have happened on TV shows 20 years ago that I still quote or think about. And a lot of people were coming back with like, oh, do you remember David's Dead on Big Brother? And I'm like, hun,
that runs my life.
Everyone knows about David's Dead, but you've just hit the nail on the head. It's the deep cuts. There's something really specific.
It's the specificness, and I think to someone that like doesn't get it, I feel like looking at, for example, like the Hunsnet Instagram page or whatever, or like Love of Huns, it's like you look at it and they're like, what the hell is this? And then suddenly when they get into it, it's like you could just get obsessed with it. And it's a way of life.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's a code to live your
really
life
believe
by.
that.
You know, there's definite like fashions, there's definite quotes, there's definite, you know, the ways that Huns go out and enjoy themselves in such specific ways. You know, even like I don't drink Prosecco because it gives me like
acid
reflux, but I am a Prosecco girly. Do you know what I mean? It's just
it's a mentality.
It's a mentality.
I'm the exact same. I can't stand Prosecco, and I really wish I did, but it's sort of like I would describe myself as maybe a Prosecco girly as well. You know what I mean?
love Prosecco.
Does it get you crazy though?
Oh,
I've been there when you
no.
Oh, the bubbles get me crazy.
The bubbles just get to me head. No, I am a Prosecco girly. Prosecco girly and a fag. I don't smoke, Mum. But you know what I'm saying.
No,
in the morning.
It just, do you know what it is? I just don't do well with bubbles.
Yeah.
I wish I did, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'm more of just a straight liquor kind of girl.
Hard liquor. Do you know what, actually, this is my hun drink of the week that I've been on holiday recently, like you, and I was away for 11 nights and I kind of drank my way through the cocktail menu, and I was like, I can't drink any more cocktails, can't have anything more sugary or anything like that. So a lady in the pool said to me, she said that vanilla vodka Absolute is less calories or less points on one of the Slimming Worlds or something like that, the normal vodka. And I had it with Coke Zero. Now, do you remember so vanilla vodka and Coke Zero,
Yes.
do you remember Coke floats from when you were younger, like ice cream and Coke? That is the new drink of the summer, Huns. You've heard it here first.
Oh wow! I can taste that now. Actually,
Yeah.
would you put lemon in that or no?
You can. I would support that.
What, do you mean a slice of lemon?
A slice of lemon in that.
In the vanilla?
Yeah.
Would it not curdle? like, bleh?
No.
What with the vanilla vodka?
Oh, yeah, wait, it's not milk.
Yeah, it's not milk.
I imagine milk, sorry.
But you know what I mean? I just feel like vanilla, you don't go, but I just can't imagine having any kind of cola drink without a lemon in it. But with the vanilla, I'm like,
Yeah.
don't know if that would be right.
Do you know what? Actually, that's just reminded me. Holidays, and the Hun drink on holiday is lemon Fanta. And have they? Is this discontinued in the UK?
There are certain things that I just only will do on holiday, and
Same,
that is drink
hun.
lemon Fanta.
So on the podcast, every week we choose a different subject to chat about, and I think would you consider yourself a fashion girly?
I try.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen some looks. You've got some good looks.
Thank you. I mean, I honestly, in the past year, I feel like I've made more of an effort into trying to figure out my own style, and I really hate it, but I look, you know, I'm at a point now where I kind of look back and I'm like, oh my god, like what was I wearing? But yeah, I feel like I put some cute looks together.
I love this look you've got.
The sock.
I love the
shoes. This do you know what? I have a rule. A heel has to be high, you know, like a strip shoe.
I know.
Like,
So
these
you're putting me to
working.
shame.
These are working for me.
I love it.
I love it.
Thank
That
you.
purple snake. Oh.
You know, a little purple vintage.
Vintage.
I mean, yeah, because I used to live in trainers, and then I think 3 years ago I was like, you are just grow up. You know what I mean? I mean, that's nothing against trainers. I love the trainer community.
Yes.
But I'm just like,
Shout out to the trainers.
shout out to the trainers. But I just there is something about, and I'm literally in a kitten heel, but there's just something about wearing a boot or a heel which just makes me feel.
I know what you mean.
You know, and I was walking from Old Street Station, and I was pottering around, and I was like, I feel like a woman, you know.
Yeah. It's like slipping on a different role for the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, I haven't mastered performing in heels yet.
Same.
But
Oh,
yeah.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't either. I've seen that. I've seen you climbing up scaffolding in heels.
So you need to teach me.
I'll teach you.
You know,
I should choreograph something for you. That'd be fun.
Please.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, honestly, I've had heel, what is it, lessons, and I have done quite a bit, and I am better than I was. I used to literally not set foot on stage at all in heels, and now I'm I can perform in them, but I'm not. The choreo's not. The choreo's not choreoing.
Do you think your style and how you've evolved, have you had any Hun fashion mistakes or faux pas from back in the day?
Oh my gosh, literally every single thing I wore on the Little Mix tour about 4-5 years ago was kind of iconic in the Hun-ish way, but
Talk us through it.
definitely a mistake. I don't know, there was one where I had this sort of I think it was leaning towards, the Madonna Jean-Paul Gaultier, gold moment.
Bustier.
Yeah, but it was not, but it was slightly ill-fitting. And then I had these black paired with the shuk trousers that make that noise when you walk.
Oh, like the pattern.
Yeah, that. Yeah, and I had baggy. I had those over the top, and I'll try and get a picture for you
We'll
because it is honestly really bad. And then I had trainers on, and it was just not giving what I thought it was giving. Cool check, but it was not great.
But the problem is now is that because of social media and everything like that, everyone's looks are documented, aren't they? Because I mean I look back to some of my pictures from 2008 and I'm like, who I look like Sue Perkins because I had hair at the time. Nothing wrong with looking like Sue Perkins, but when you look like this now and then you've got the look of Sue Perkins.
Sue Perkins.
I'm actually 6'4", but let's not.
But let's
go
about the inch.
Yeah, and but the thing is that social media, it's just documented now for eternity.
Part of me hates that, but part of me does like it because it's
It's growth.
It's growth. It shows the journey.
But also, I think back in the day, like, I would be like, oh, get that photo down. But now, like you got to look back and laugh as well.
Yeah, I made a TikTok about those little mixed looks, and I just found it quite funny.
You just got to laugh, haven't you?
You just have to, otherwise you'll cry.
What's been your biggest fashion faux pas over the
Nothing.
years?
No, when I was
I've
Drag
known you for like
Perfect.
6
I'll
years.
tell you what it was.
Go on.
When I was on Drag Race, everything I had was not the one.
What do they call it? Your package? Your Drag Race? Is it your
package?
What do they call it? Is it like?
What?
No, I'm not talking about your package. Are you on about your
My runway looks.
your runway looks?
Yeah, they were honestly terrible. Like the one I was eliminated in, terrible. If I go back,
When you go back,
When? Not if.
no. Yes, when manifest. Sorry,
you're manifesting.
Sorry, I am manifesting.
Manifesting.
Sorry, when I go back on Drag Race, the looks will be so much better.
Yeah.
Elevated, different, mama.
But do you know what? As well, I think what happens is I'm now on the second cycle of Y2K. So I was there like in 2001, living my best life, and now I'm like walking through the streets like every day, and I'm like, oh my god, that reminds me of like 2001. I can remember that being in Top Man or that. But it's actually the look of today. I've just recently bought and spent a lot of money on Von Dutch caps.
They're
Yeah.
back.
They're back.
I was in
bought
the
a
nail
couple.
salon getting my nails done the other day, and every girl
They're
in the nail
so
salon
back.
had Von
Yeah.
Dutch on.
Yeah.
I do sometimes think that I'm like, what is the style of right now? Because I feel like recently, like every kind of fashion trend is just like recycling
Recycling,
old,
yeah.
and it's like, I mean, I'm sure there are like, innovators and like people that, but I'm like, I just feel like all the super popular stuff is
It's
just things
just-
that we've already seen before, which is kind of fun. It's nostalgic, but
But it's not nostalgic when like I remember like buying like Von Dutch hats for like I think they were like 15 quid back in the day, and I've just spent like £40 on one.
Gosh, and the Burberry ones as well. Do you remember that check
Yeah.
print one?
Yeah.
It's Camp Cath.
They're having us. Anyway, I think it's time that we look, because we're on this fashion subject, we look in the Hun Street box. Now, May, every week on the podcast, what we do is we've got this gorgeous Hun Street box. It's no expense spared.
no, I'm
It's
loving
so stunning.
Is that velour?
It's
Sure,
so
it's
bougie.
velour.
It's really expensive.
Sparks.
And this is our Hun Street box. And what we do is we bring back items from the past that we think have contributed to Hun culture or will mean a lot to people who are followers of Hun culture when they
Okay.
see this item.
Gorgeous.
Now, Electra, are you ready to show us what is in the Hun Street box this week?
This is the best thing I've ever seen in this box. I'm so excited for this.
You say that every week.
No, but I mean it every week. It gets better and better.
Oh.
Can I take this home, by the way? She's not. By she, I mean May. In this week's Hun Street box is the gladiator belt.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember these?
I do. I feel like these are also now like
They are back.
So full disclosure
they're
here.
so back.
Full disclosure here. I went on eBay to find the gladiator belt, and the original Y2K gladiator belts that have been through 20 years of like in the back of people's wardrobes, and now people are like, oh my god, they're back, let me get them on eBay. And then Katie, our producer, said to me, she's like, I'm sure they're in Primark. So
I've just seen that. I'm like, Primark.
I got it from Primark. So it is technically from the past, but it's definitely bought from Primark.
It's reworked.
Yeah.
Now you can make about a full outfit out of this. Like the girls used to wear, this is a skirt, and then you cut a bit
Like
off.
Jodie
and you've got
Marsh.
Jodie Marsh.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like
it
the
is
tit
giving
cover, the
Jodie
boob
Marsh.
cover. Like honestly, it's sick. There you go.
Thank you.
feel
Can you
that-
share it?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, we could actually wrap it round. That's quite cute.
There we go.
We look like wrestlers.
Can I touch it a second? Can I borrow it?
Ah,
I think
Quality of that.
everybody out there watching the pod will have a story about a gladiator disc belt, and I think that people will remember wearing this with a gypsy skirt, Sienna Miller boho style back in the day.
It's coming back.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's
on my
back.
TikTok, it's all like people are like they're like layering their belts, and it's like it's the whole thing.
Talking about belts, you can
You're so
have,
in the
you can have
know, you're
that.
so
You can have
hip.
that. What I love about belts
Thank
is Nadine Coyle. Actually, I'm going to call you out.
Flyer.
Nadine, the flyer, the belts. Nadine Coyle. I'm not calling her out. In fact, I'm celebrating the fact that Nadine Coyle is a double belt wearer. Back in the day, she would have one of those and a glitzy belt that goes over it. And I'm going to hopefully insert a picture into this podcast so you'll be able to see what I'm talking about.
Should.
She's a double belt wearer. Would you ever wear a double belt?
Maybe.
If
it felt right.
If it felt right.
If it felt right. If the time was right, then why not, you know?
What were your Hun shops growing up? Like, what shops did you shop in, like, you know, for your fashions when you were in your formative years as a Hun?
I was a Topshop girly. Joni jeans, like the
Joni jeans, what's that?
It's like they were like fit. They were the sort of these like kind of tight jeans, and they were literally like spray on, and they were always high waisted. They would cut off your circulation, and they would do a sort of acid wash finish, and they were like, if you were like a hot girl, I was like, get my. And also, this is when I had on a birthday, and I'd get a bit of birthday money or something. I was very partial to a disco pant.
A disco pant.
I was looking
from
for those
American
the other day.
Apparel.
Yeah, did you used to work in American Apparel?
I did used to work in American Apparel.
Yeah.
When I got that job, I literally was like, I thought that I had made it because
she'd risen.
I'd risen because I had everything. I had I had the disco pants and I had the little disco hot pants.
Yeah.
I was like 14, going to like house parties in these tiny little disco hot pants, like arse cheeks out. I don't know. I honestly, the things I'm just like it was so unsafe. But and I just the disco pant was it was a moment, and then I worked there and I was like, I got 50% off everything.
The girlies used to wear those disco pants to like every audition.
Yeah.
Like cruise ship, Broadway. Not Broadway. West End.
Blackpool.
Broadway.
Blackpool.
They were the thing
They were the
though.
one.
I mean, American Apparel was I'm like was that like a fever dream? It was they really had the girls in a chokehold.
I always remember that American Apparel, the shops were quite messy inside, weren't they? Because they weren't as like clean.
Yeah, because the girls working there, we weren't.
Couldn't be asked. I'm just here for the disco pant, 50%
I was there
off.
for the discount and the discount only. I remember my manager was so like, she'd been there for like 15 years. And I was like, I'm literally 17.
Yeah.
You're paying me £7 an hour.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to hang out on the shop floor and like look pretty.
You've just reminded me of something. What were because I actually think it's a massive disservice to the youth of today that Topshop and Topman isn't on the high street.
No, that breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Where are the girls going to get their jewellery from?
Exactly. You just, I know there are other shops are available, but that shop on Oxford Street, it was like
No,
Disney.
that was when I heard that was closing down. That hurt me a bit. Like I hadn't gone in there for like years, but I was like, this is gonna like, what am I gonna do?
That's where you'd meet your friends. Like, where are you? Oh, I'm outside Topshop. Oh, I'll meet you there then.
Yeah.
Like, do you know
where
what
are
I mean?
people meeting that? Because it's turning into an IKEA. You don't want to say, oh, meet me outside IKEA.
Also,
I know what you're going to ask, I think.
yeah, am I just being silly? You're not going to go to Oxford Street and buy like a bed frame.
Yes.
Right, this is the thing. Right,
How's it going to work? Where are you going to park your car?
I'm so imagine walking to the underground with a Malm chest of drawers on your shoulder.
Now, like in rush hour as
in
well.
rush hour.
Is it just going to be an IKEA full of like smaller household things?
Meatballs. It's going to be full of meatballs.
Meatballs and what are they?
Hot dogs.
And the little cinnamon rolls that they had.
Yeah.
Those meatballs.
They are banging.
So
Michelin star.
Genuine point on this IKEA thing. This is something that has kept me awake for a while. And I got to the point last year where I actually did this call out on social media, and I was like, I need to know, because this is like bothering me. How are people going to walk through Oxford Street with like loads of furniture? And apparently it's going to follow the model of the store in Hammersmith, which is basically like the marketplace downstairs. So when you go to the big IKEA and then you go downstairs,
So they're going to be selling like lamps and stuff.
lamps and things that you can
Still carrying a lamp home.
Yeah, but apparently
Like a bedside lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's all right then.
Yeah.
Like
But
lamp.
apparently it's still going to have some of the showroom there, but you order it for delivery.
That is rubbish.
It's rubbish.
I also feel like that is such a huge space that you could have used that for something more
You've got
interesting.
a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
No, I'm
towards
so
IKEA.
passionate about
Yeah.
it. Like I just don't understand. Like
I
you took
keep-
Topshop away for lamps. Like I'm pissed.
There's the TikTok.
Yeah, there's the IKEA, Oxford Street. If you do want to get in touch and issue a statement on what the actual premise of this shop is, we will include it. The Strongbow Summer of Greatness is now in full swing, and what better way to accompany this summer's hunning than Strongbow's brand newest flavoured ciders. We've got Tropical, a taste partnership of mangoes and pineapples, We've got zest with the citrus vibes of oranges, lemons and limes, and we've got strawberry. Well, with strawberries, of course. The question is, do you think strawberry will be stunning, tropical the tastiest, or zest is best? The choice is yours. Over 18s only. Please drink Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk. So as you know, every week on the podcast, we delve into the news stories and the current affairs that are going on in the media, on social medias, and we discuss them. So this week, Electra, what has been going on?
What's happening?
What's been happening, love?
Oh, sadly, my loves, Pride Month is coming to an end. What are we going to do?
I don't know. Mate, do you like Pride Month? Well, of course, do you like? No, hate it.
Not a fan
Not
myself.
a fan. Would not recommend.
Would not recommend. No, I love Pride Month.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's just fun.
It's loads of parties.
Do you know what I
and
mean?
stuff.
Obviously, it's like...
There's
obviously like the parties are fun, like the events are fun,
But
and
there's a
also
meaning behind
there's
it as
obviously
well.
like a super important meaning, and I feel like there's just like the energy is good, and I feel like, you know, sometimes you do see it's like, okay, now people that have like never posted about like LGBTQ plus like issues are now posting about it in this 1 month, but I'm like, do you know what, at least you're doing something. But I love the energy. I think
what I like about it is that you start to hear about people's stories as well, like, because obviously they're highlighted through a lot of times through different brands and stuff like that. And like I say, you know, obviously, you know, we don't support pink washing or anything like that, but it, you know, people are thinking about it, and it is putting people's stories in the things. That's what I really like about it. And of course, I like the parties as well.
It's just it's good fun.
It's good, yeah.
It
Get
is
yourself
good fun.
out. Get yourself
I love
out.
the cockatiels and the Prosecco and the
So
gays.
much
And the
Prosecco.
cash because you're booked and busy.
No, Kat.
Oh yeah,
No.
she's booked
Do you know
them
what?
busy.
The brands that I've worked with this Pride season
Yeah.
are the brands that I've worked with in the past
Yes.
before Pride.
Exactly,
And that's what I love.
Yeah.
Like they've stuck by
the relationship.
and they've, like, whenever there's been a comment, they've always stuck up and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And that's the same with, like, Strongbow being
Yeah.
one of them as well.
Exactly. We've worked with Strongbow on Pride campaigns for the last couple of years, and you know, it goes without saying, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk.
And they
as well.
don't just do Pride season, they do every season.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. Sorry to plug Strongbow.
No, absolutely, we love. And that was also another one of my drinks of choice when I was younger.
Is it? What was your favourite one?
Was there a blackberry one?
It's like dark fruit.
Yeah, dark fruit. Oh gosh.
Well, you'd be pleased to
gosh.
know. You'd be pleased to know. Plug. That there are new flavours as well.
Tell me about it.
They've got zest, strawberry,
Zest.
Tropical's my
Is
favourite.
zest like a sort of citrus
Yes,
lime
citrus,
vibe?
mangoes.
Banging.
Yeah.
It's
Yum.
amazing.
Okay, Strongbow, I see you.
Come through. Okay, so you've been getting in touch as well, telling us what you think is So Hun. And Electra, what have we got from our listeners this week that they think is So Hun that we need to talk about?
Right. I'm confused by this one. But anyway, Jen from London says those 90s bags with the photo printed on them are so Hun. Right. Did you have one of these made? Like a bag with like, some people have like printed like...
I was only in the 90s for 3 years.
Of
Oh.
course, yeah.
Okay.
It was great, though.
Gareth was in there for the full decade.
Thank you, Electra. Back in your box. I don't actually know what Jen from London's talking about.
Also, what is a 90s bag?
Yeah.
I feel like that spans a lot of bags.
Yeah.
Well-
and like, are we like what kind of photo? Is it a family photo?
I'm thinking tote bag with like your dead nan on it saying R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Tesco.
You would have loved Gemma Collins.
Yeah. I love that. R.I.P. Nan. You would have
loved GC.
You would have loved Pickled Onion Monster Munch.
R.I.P. Nan. You would have loved Smirnoff Ice.
R.I.P. Nan. Woolworths closed down. Sorry, love.
R.I.P. Nan. You would have loved IKEA Oxford Street. Maybe she would.
She just missed it.
She just missed it. Oh. Anyway, if you do want to get in touch with us with things that you think are So Hun,
Sorry, wait, we can't just gloss over that. Like, what are we?
R.I.P. Nan.
Yeah.
No, like the
bag.
I need a picture of the bag. Can we let's find it?
Yeah. If you
Was it Gem?
Yeah.
See, when I read this,
Jen.
I thought
Jen, sorry.
I thought she meant those bags that I'd like. There was one person, this one woman that used to take a picture of you and draw a picture of you on the bag, but in like a cartoon form.
Oh, a bit like Clarabella. Is it Clarabella?
That's it,
Clarabella.
That's what I thought it was.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Clarabella. They do like towels and stuff as well, and they're like a bit like Brat Stolzy sort of
Oh, I
thing.
think I do know what you mean.
And everyone had one. Everyone.
Clarabella, and they put your name on it as well, don't they?
In that gold glitter pen.
In the gold glitter pen. Can we confirm, actually, does anybody out there know, am I
Jen's
correct? what I'm talking about,
Help
and
us
B, is Clarabella a thing? I'm pretty sure it is.
I like the sound of it.
I know it's a thing, actually, but
I
I
want
just
one.
want to make sure that I've pronounced it right. Clarabella, get in touch. Clarabella.
Clarabella.
R.I.P. Clarabella.
I think she's talking about Clarabella.
I think she is.
Yeah.
Not her R.I.P. dance back.
We should make those.
Okay, so it's now time for one of the items that we've spoken about on today's pod to take a bow, and we are going to crown that item the honeyest thing of the week, and we're going to call it That's So Hun. So, just to recap, we've spoken about Fanta Lemon. We've spoken about Hun heels. We've spoken about the Gladiator disc belt. We've spoken about American Apparel / Topshop. We've spoken about photo bags and Clarabella. What do we want to crown this week? So, Hun, Electra, what are you going to say?
I'm going to go with the big publicity stunt that is IKEA Oxford Street.
That isn't
That
on
used
it.
to be Topshop.
That used to be Topshop.
So we're going to go with Topshop.
Topshop.
Topshop / IKEA
/ our hopes and dreams just gone.
in the rubble.
Yeah.
/ R.I.P.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one.
Yeah, I agree. I think the saga surrounding Topshop Oxford Street is going to be the honeyest thing that has happened this week and forever. So keep a close eye on the goings on at Oxford Street to see how this all pans out.
It's been going on for 10 years.
Yeah, I feel like this has been going on for a long time.
So IKEA / Topshop / Oxford Street. That's So Hun. This week you get to take a bow. So Mae, thank you for joining us on the podcast today. It's been random. It's been honey. It's been funny. Have you enjoyed yourself?
I've loved it. Honestly, I wish like every single thing I ever did was just like
just
this.
this.
Like this is, I just love.
Like therapy sometimes,
It
isn't it?
is.
Just chatting
I actually
with
don't
people.
need therapy
Yeah,
anymore.
this is it.
This is it.
This podcast.
You've cured me.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's been so much fun.
So tell everybody what's going on this summer for Mae moving forward. What's going on in the
Yes.
world of Mae Muller?
What's going on in the world of Mae? Well, I've had some time off, which was thoroughly needed. I feel like the past, like 2022, 2023 were just like insanity. And so I've just been like recalibrating,
Taking stock.
and now I'm back in the studio and I'm so excited about the music that I'm making. I feel like it just feels fun. It feels like it feels like I'm having fun again, which I am, and I'm really excited.
Do you think will that come through in like the style of music as well? Will it be like upbeat?
No, it's upbeat. I think for a while I was a bit like, I don't really know like even what I want to make anymore. I don't know what I want to write about. I felt a bit stuck, and then I think I just had this one session and it kind of clicked from there, and I'm like, I want to have fun. Yeah. Like, and I feel like I love pop music, and I think I want to carry on doing that, but in my own way, you know, and I just think that I think pop music is in a really exciting place at the moment. So
I think we need some real good feel good pop music. Do you know what I mean?
Listening to it at the minute.
I've just been listening to Brat on repeat.
Oh, Charlie X.
Yeah.
It's very, everything's brat now.
I know, and I feel like I just have no personality because I'm just constantly listening to it, but it's very good.
No one asked, but I'm a Sabrina Carpenter kind of girly
now.
now.
I love Sabrina. Please. Do we like Barry?
Who's Barry? Boot camp.
Barry from EastEnders.
Barry bullshit.
You know
Who's Barry?
Barry Scott from Still It Bang. I'm Barry
R.I.P.
Scott.
Barry. Who's Barry?
Hashtag who's Barry. That's all I needed to hear.
That'll be on that bag.
Great.
Hashtag who's Barry?
Who is Barry?
Sabrina's boyfriend.
Oh, Barry!
Barry
from Saltburn.
Barry.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
We're on first name basis.
Sorry, I was
Baz.
Barry. Right, that Barry. Right.
Well, we're really excited to see what comes out of your new music, and we'll definitely keep a close eye on it and definitely give it a loads and loads of Hun love. Where can everybody find you on socials? Tell everybody if they're not following you already.
We can do Instagram at Mae Muller, Twitter. I'm on TikTok. I had a bit of a break on TikTok because it was starting to scare me, but she's back. Yeah, all the good ones.
All the good ones. Make sure you check out Mae Muller's brand new music when it comes out, and follow her on all the socials. Well,
for more Hun content.
Well, before we leave today, Electra, will you leave us with a Hunspirational quote to give everybody some Hunspiration this week after listening to this pod?
Of course. So, I don't know if anyone knows this. I ran the London Marathon. And don't look at the camera like that, Kath. And I ran the London Marathon.
That's amazing.
I know, full drag and everything. It was amazing.
Oh my gosh, honestly.
I'm doing it next year as well. Don't be bored of this. I say it every week. So I did the London Marathon. And just before I ran, this one lovely human said to me, I sounded like I said human centipede then. This one lovely human said to me, this is not the
lovely
quote.
human
This is the longest quote anyway. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough.
Heart.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. See you next time on That's So Hun.
Smash the world.
Thanks.
That was gorgeous.
So that brings us to the end of another episode of That's So Hun as part of the Strongbow Summer of Greatness. Make sure you're following at Strongbow UK on all your socials for exclusive Summer of Greatness content and to find out how you can get tickets to the Take a Bow brunches. Oh yeah, and make sure you join us at Fabuloso in the Park at Brighton and Hove's Pride in August. We'll see you there, Huns. Over 18s only, please enjoy Strongbow responsibly. For more information, visit bedrinkaware.co.uk.